Hello guys and welcome to Anime Hub. Today I'm going to explain you Mashle and the Magic episode 3. Now we're gonna see that Mashle is in his room eating his favorite cream puffs and is talking to his roommate to get his broom as he accidentally got a broomstick except for the broom for cleaning. And then this roommate thinks that how stupid is he that he thought of being a broom for cleaning than for flying. Then he lends him his broom to him. Then we see that they have been holding a class in the ground. Now they have to learn how to fly on the broomstick. Everybody by using their magic hold the brooms, but now Mash has got no magic, so he cannot get broom up from the magic like others. Now we see that the other fellow student comes and asks Mash that you are so unpowerful and don't have enough magic power to get the broom upstairs. But Mash then shows him that he has also power by forming his physical strength to get the broom upside. And then the fellow student is now stood up and is shocked by the fact that the Mash got that broomstick so fast up without even saying the spell once. Then we see that every person has to have a 1v1 fight between one another to show that who is stronger. Then the fellow student challenges Mash to see if he can beat him or not. Then we see Mash does not give any expression at all. Now at last they are gonna have a 1v1 challenge. Then we see that they were having both excited and the fellow student stood up that he will win or not. But then we see after starting in 1 second Mash wins and the teacher says this is to be a new world record. No one got as fast as Mash ever in the history of magical world. And this his roommate also sees and tells that he seed all the thing that happened. Mash first threw the broomstick and then landed on him by a very massive jump, and it felt like he was flying. But his roommate does not think. Then the fellow student came and said that you were cheating. No way you can beat that record, and no way that was too fast. You were almostly cheating. And he was so shocked that the Mash who did not have the magic to get the broomstick is now so high. Then the other fellow student comes and pushes the mouth of that student that challenges Mash. Then all the people are shocked as they think about the student that is now come that he is son of a very powerful person in Magic Bureau and also has relation with the vice principal of the school. Now says and introduces his name to Mash, but Mash thinks of him as a vegetable, and he is shocked by that he is so rude and he does not have a mind to think. Then the teacher comes and tells them that you cannot talk in between the class, and the class is being held, and the student goes and only says by that I want to be friend with you, Mash, but then beats up the other guy because he cannot beat Mash, and Mash being so powerful. Then the friend tells him that the person that talked to you and want to be a friend is not good. He is very bad person. He has tortured many people in the past, with the principal being on his side, vice principal being on this side, and then they have many students get expelled because of these, as they were very much tortured and dragged by him. Then we see that Mash is not poverty stricken or has not any fear by that. Then we see him making puffs in the kitchen, and the person who told him to meet in the ground after the classes stood up there, but Mash did not get there because he forgotten all that about that and was thinking of his promise with the other person. Then we see that Mash was in the class and his book was torn out. He was thinking that who torn out his book, but does not care any. Then the person who wanted to meet him in the ground came and told Mash that I was waiting for you in the ground, but you didn't come. Then Mash to simply say that he is sorry as he forgot it. Then the person said it is no problem. I will help you become divine missionary as I have contact with the vice principal. And Mash thinks of it as an opportunity to fulfill his promise, so he does not say anything and becomes his friend. Then he treat Mash like a slave and uses him to carry his books and also to polish his shoes. Then we see another book of Mash is also torn out. When we see his roommate tells him he does not know about it, but Mash said, thank you for lending me the book. These are the cream puff for the generosity you said to me. And then we see in the next scene that the person is now treating Mash like a very much slave, and now Mash clean the floor that it polishes like that being the new floor. And then we see this roommate is the one who torn out the books of Mash and is now very much feared and was saying that I cannot do it because I now like Mash, and like Mash is like my best friend. He is a very good person, but the person is angry by that and beats up the roommate of Mash, and the Mash comes at time, and the Mash saw all of this, but the person who is beating them is saying that he will beat them. He is not saying sorry, and then the fellow roommate of Mash says him that run Mash, run, don't go to him. He is very bad person, and also tells the situation about it, and also tells Mash that he is the one who torn out it books. And then Mash, being angry, puts the student into the ground and beats him to the hell. And then we see that the fellow student is saying that you are my best friend and I cannot see you being beat up by this fellow, and then beats him up. And then he sees, oh, that cannot be a problem because divine visionary is in my path. And the vice principal comes by and says that the thing you have done is very wrong, and now I'm going to expel you because you have beaten up the son of a very powerful person in the magic bureau, and I'm going to get you expelled by telling the principal all about that you have been torturing many much people in this school. Then we see the vice principal said that I am being so reputed that you will get expelled immediately, but Mash being so angry now beats up the vice principal also and puts his leg in his face. And the people and the students who were watching them were also shocked that how can Mash do that. He is the very much vice principal of the school, which is a very big reputed position. And the vice principal said that I am going to beat you to the up to hell, and I'll see you, Mash, you very ignorant bastard. Then he puts the dirt in the mouth of the vice principal and digs a hole behind him, and then puts the vice principal into that hole and start filling that hole, and started to say him that you can expel me how much you can, but if you try to expel me I will put you in the hole like this and put more and more dirt like you tried to expel me, and starts to pulling out dirt and putting him there. Then now next we see that Mash is being called in the office of the principal, as the principal has been reported about the issue of the vice principal and the son of that very powerful person that he beat up, and now is going to expel them. But the principal thinks he should not be, that is divine or visionaries were all classified from the school only, but and they are not self-caring like Mash. So he thinks Mash should not be expelled because he should become a divine visionary, so he could be very much self-reputed and help many people that needs help, not like the other person like them. So he tells him that he have to be one of the groups to get to the position of divine or visionary, but Mash does not understand so much information in one go. So the principal said that you have to be powered up and have to be topped in every position. And Mash is also not expelled from the school. After that, now we see that a person is calling him and is saying him, you have to participate in a sport like that of Harry Potter with me because I see you that you were riding a broomstick so fast. So then he and they go to the sport and playing, but the man says that I don't know how to ride a broomstick and stood on the ground only, and whether all the players are playing. And then we see people are putting garbage on him because he is not playing and is still on the ground, as they thought they would Mash would help them to win. Now this is the end of the episode 3. If you want to watch more episodes, please subscribe my channel and please leave a like, please. Thank you for coming, and this is all.